Hi there, it's Kevin with GatheringMagic.com with match number 3 with our Forbidden Artist. I did go ahead and add a sideboard card called Mark of Asylum. I think that would have made a lot of difference versus like a Lightning Bolt deck or like a Pyroclasm deck, which I think our deck is going to have a bit of issue with. So Mark of Asylum is in the sideboard. We're going to keep this because we have the Illness in the Rank, we have Ajani's Pridemate, so we can go first turn Godless Shrine into Soul Warden, second turn Ajani's Pridemate. And kind of have the Soul Sisters draw here. We also have the Zealous Persecution backup, which is really good. So any sort of creature-based deck we should be good against. Combo, at least we have a way to be aggressive with the Pridemate. But I do like the matchup of the last matchup against the UWR mid-range deck. I felt like we drew poorly in that matchup. And the Boggles is definitely winnable if we have a sideboard hate. So far, the showing of this deck hasn't been too bad. Yes, I admit that you might as well just run Soul Sisters over this deck, but this gives us a nice little fun feel against some of the metagame where your opponent is putting out cards like Lingering Souls and Splinter Twin and any sort of creature or token-based strategy where you have main board hate in the form of Illness in the Rank. So I'd love to go up against a twin deck just to see if I could see their virtual faces of first turn Illness in the Rank. So I will just go Godless Shrine though and pay 2 life, and then we'll Soul Warden and then pass the turn. So it's gonna be a Verdant Catacombs, no first turn play. Ghostly Prison will be nice, but we'll go ahead and throw out the Caves and Pridemate. This will gain us a life. And we'll have a 3/3 Pridemate. We still are in range of Bolt. I'm hoping this is like Abzan mid-range. I think that'd be another decent match. See what he does with Overgrown Tomb. Nothing, so I can get in here for a free damage. Next turn we can go Ghostly Prison, or we can go Illness of the Ranks. It's going to be a Melira. This is going to be the Collected Company deck, so we are on a clock. This does allow us also to attack in with both of our cards. And if he wants to block the Soul Warden, we will use Zealous Persecution. I don't think Illness in the Rank does much here. So Ghostly Prison is the better choice. And we'll pass the turn. Love to hit a land drop next turn. Archangel of Thune out on time would be pretty decent, other than Zealous Persecution's weird. So here comes the Kitchen Finks, which he can block with the Pridemate can block. This actually might shut him down. So we'll attack him with the Pridemate, because what he wants to do with his collected deck. No, because I guess he could just kill the... He could just kill the Suture Priest. But the deck does go with the Murderous Redcap combo. And so each time that he cycles through his Melira Kitchen Finks combo... Oh yeah, he does have a kitchen... The Melira with the Kitchen Finks... So I probably shouldn't have attacked in last turn. This does not get a negative counter, but we did pump up our Pridemate. So if there's ever a way to kill the Melira, we can get rid of the Kitchen Finks for once and for all. There's a Thespian stage. He could block... What do we do here? I could attack him with everything, and he could block the Kitchen Finks on the Suture Priest and take a lot of damage. And we still won't be able to kill Melira. But I don't want him to have this mana. So I think we do attack him with everything. See how he blocks. I hope Kitchen Finks does not block a Suture Priest. Yes, that's perfect. That's exactly how I want it to go. He does get some life here. I wanted to give him the opportunity to mess up. We also gain life here. I don't know if that's relevant. And yeah, I don't want him to have collected company mana. No, I should have used it to do more damage to him. What could he get besides, I mean, he's got most of the pieces. Oh, Viscera Seer. So Zealous Persecution actually, as soon as he casts the Viscera Seer. But he's going to try to collect a company into it, so maybe I should have persecuted him. No, because in response to a Viscera Seer activation, he's got the mana anyway, so I don't even care about these Birds of Paradise. Again, I think I just keep the Zealous Persecution back. Blood Artist. I can't cast it. I misplayed this. What I should have done is... Well, I can... No, I was thinking I could Ghost Quarter, float a mana. I still can Ghost Quarter, float a mana, kill the Thespian stage to go get me a basic. But I don't know, because that will give me... That will give me the way to cast a Blood Artist. I can do that anyway. If I float a mana... On his turn, we could go get a basic anyway. And it comes into play untapped, right? Yeah, so we're fine anyway. So I can actually cast the Blood Artist, okay. Let's not use the stage. Yes, yeah, let's not use the stage. Yes, we have to use the stage. Never mind. So, Blood Artist here. And now we have 2 damage through the Zealous Persecution. I'm pretty sure a collected company is going to come out here. And let's see what he finds. Courser of Crufix and Wall of Roots, which also cannot... He has infinite mana now. No, is this only once per turn? Only once per turn. And then Fauna Shaman is on top of his library, so he's tutoring with Fauna Shaman as well. So this again is why Sarah's Ascent is very good in the non-budget version of this deck. He's down to an 11 though. And we can rely on... two damage from the Blood Artist. If he puts out any more 0/1s... Well, that's annoying. It's another Kitchen Finks. So it's Viscera Seer we have to keep down. Plague does absolutely nothing again. It is a redundant card with Illness of the Ranks. We can safely cast this Illness of the Ranks, and then again the Ghost Quarter can sacrifice the Thespian stage. I don't think he uses any tokens in his deck. So we just pass here. And at least we know what's coming up. Like Scavenging Ooze is coming up. That doesn't do a lot. Birds of Paradise is a dead card. He has 2 unknowns in his hand. Well, no, Fauna Shaman can go get him the Viscera Seer. I think at this point he goes and gets Anafenza, though. Oh, and these are 0/1, -0, -1 counters, so actually Melira doesn't work with the Wall of Roots, but Anafenza sure does. And maybe he's going to activate it on the end of his turn? No, he's going to go with Fauna Shaman right now. Discard the Scavenging Ooze. to search his library for a Murderous Redcap, which he'll play to kill a Suture Priest or a Blood Artist, I'm sure. He's going to go for the Suture Priest. And he's got a Catacombs on top. So he only needs a Viscera Seer. And can I actually even respond to the Viscera Seer now before he just starts sack, 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 and kill me? Because he can just sack the Kitchen Finks and then in response to the Zealous Persecution. So him having that card is actually really bad. Need a way for me to deal. Another Zealous Persecution is just a win. And he can use the the Verdant Catacomb to actually get rid of the Heath. I need a Tragic Slip. That's not too bad. That's actually pretty good. We'll Weathered Wayfarer. And I'm sure he's going to cycle through with the Verdant Catacomb. And actually, I'm just dead because I can't deal with Viscera Seer. Wait, yes I can. When the Murderous Redcap dies, but then he gains infinite life. But I guess he just loses, though. Even with infinite life, it's just a loss. He still has to find... Oh, Viscera Seer was on top, so he gets the Viscera Seer. So as soon as he sacks the Murderous Redcap, that's when we persecute. And yes, he can gain 1,000,000 life and make a... I guess he can make a guy... Ugh, that actually just wins it right there. The Anafenza. Because he gets to bolster his Viscera Seer. So the opportunity for him to miss right now is by bolstering... See what he does. The Hierarch or the Birds. And he does bolster the Viscera Seer. That's going to be game. And I guess I would have had to respond to that trigger. But then he could have just sacked stuff in response. So, okay. Let's see where any of our removals, like a Tragic Slip, would have been. Way far down. There's Forbidden Orchards, not forever either. Yeah, not coming up anytime soon. In this deck, we are going to bring in all the hate for... We'll bring in the Crib Swaps and the Tragic Slips. We don't care about Duresses, though. Virulent Plagues... are not a necessity. I don't think Ghostly Prisons are a necessity here. Well, yeah, Ghostly Prison is not. We'll keep in the rest of the cards. A Bloodseeker's fine in this type of matchup. Ajani's Pridemate kind of just is weird. I'm just going to cut a Pridemate, and we'll submit this. Pridemate's just going to get blocked all day long by various things that recur. Rest in Peace is a pretty decent card against this matchup. I didn't put it in the sideboard. It's an option, though. Mark of Asylum I could have put in again because it's non-combat damage. I forgot about that being Murderous Redcap being combat damage done to creatures, and he would have to kill off my creatures first. But this is definitely keepable. We have Endless Strength and Forbidden Orchard. So I will go with the Temple, and... we'll put that on top. That's a great card. And now next turn we can go Soul Attendant, Forbidden Orchard. Don't care about a Noble Hierarch. We will Soul Attendant, Forbidden Orchard. And then Illness. And pass. Now Tragic Slip can kill anything he puts out. So Melira is not going to be a problem. Kitchen Fink isn't a problem either. I think here, well, this allows us to put two things. I'd rather do a damage to him, so let's go ahead and get the Priest out first. And then also we can go a Soul Warden. And now we're in pretty decent shape. He can attack all day long with his Kitchen Finks if he wants. He just keeps it back. He could have a Collective Company already coming up. Do not like to see that land. Would love to see like an Archangel of Thune at this point, though. And let's see if a Collected Company comes out. I only have one Tragic Slip. So one way to deal with his Viscera. I know that usually these decks use multiple of each. There's Melira. And Eternal Witness that only gets back a land. So I'll stack all my triggers. And so if he has Viscera Seer here, he can scry infinitely till the Murder Shred Cap. It's going to be another Collected Company, which is a Pontiff. That really hurts. Orzhov Pontiff and an Anafenza, which we will need to Tragic Slip the Anafenza. Yeah, the Pontiff is going to kill me. Again, it's all these 1/1 creatures that I have on my side that I don't care what he bolsters. Well, he has to bolster either a Hierarch or a Pontiff. But this kills all of my... And I do not have any Return of the Ranks, so now we're in terrible shape just from his aggression. And we'll kill the Anafenza. But he gets to bolster. Non-token enters the battlefield. What entered the battlefield? Oh, he hasn't bolstered yet. So he'll bolster on the Eternal Witness and swing in. I'm at a 44. I mean, technically I could come back. Not with lands, though. And there's Eternal Witness to get back a Collected Company. That's actually how he's doing it. He's cycling through them. And my massive life advantage has come down to nothing. See, I needed a Pridemate a lot sooner. Or like another blood, instead of the Soul Wardens, those be like Blood Artists. Would have been nice. Because now I can attack in with anything. When he's not going to go with Pontiff. Down to a 19. He can use Collected Company to end a turn this time. I have a Soul Warden this time, which is okay, because it allows me to get a bigger Pridemate. But you got to think he's going to hit it here. Fauna Shaman, and Fauna Shaman just, that does the job. He can't attack in now, but all he has to do is grab the Viscera Seer, and then he scries until he finds the Murderous Redcap. So I need to draw into like a crib swap. No, he just scries right here at his upkeep. Before his draw, he would have won there. Oh, no, he doesn't have the sack outlet quite yet. So he's going to discard a Birds of Paradise to grab a Visceraseer, cast the Visceraseer, scry, gain 1,000,000 life. He also gains me 1,000,000 life, though, for how many times he does this. Oh, no, he's going to kill my Soul Warden. And then scry to Murderous Redcap. But this is going to give me one chance to draw. Because he doesn't have the mana right now. He only has 3 mana. So I have one chance here to draw into something that kills the Melira. I can make him think it's a Melira or something besides a swamp. But I think he just tries it once and then scries. Well, he drew now. I don't know why he would have drawn there. Oh, because he can just discard to go get the Murderous Redcap, play the Murderous Redcap, and that's infinite. And there it is. There's nothing I can do. What? I still think this is... We're drawing a lot of lands in these matchups. I think this would go a lot different with having... I mean, we have as many removal as he has collective companies. The Eternal Witnesses do make it a little bit awkward, being able to get back collective companies and doing it again. If we could just get Ajani's Pridemate sooner... there's so many scenarios that could happen where we could overtake this game. So I think it's a winnable matchup, especially if you can get out. Because scry, I guess that's his thing after the sideboard is he scries into a Murderous Redcap, kills everything till he finds it. And with the lack of removal we have, I guess it's just hard to shut down like Fauna Shaman and like the Eternal Witness getting stuff back and the Melira. See, he's got 2 Meliras and 2 Anafenzas we have to deal with to shut the combo down. So, and I don't even know if he's running like Gavney Township. So, yeah, it's a rough matchup, but I do still think it's winnable. We'll play one more matchup here. This has been Kevin with GatheringMagic.com. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching Playing on a Budget. If you haven't already, please subscribe to Gathering Magic and check out our Playing on a Budget playlist, which contains every episode. Thanks again, and hope to see you soon.